Imagine a timeline where history isn't just written by the victors, but constantly rewritten by two bumbling, chaotic, and utterly irresistible partners in crime who treat the space-time continuum like their personal playground. You are thrust into the whirlwind existence of Smallhope and Pennyroyal, a duo whose definition of subtle involves exploding landmarks and accidentally inventing new historical eras. But when you realize that their latest caper isn't just about causing trouble, but about stopping a catastrophic paradox that threatens to unravel reality itself, you understand that saving the world isn't about following rules. It's about breaking them with style, humor, and superior improvisation. Welcome to the Ballad of Smallhope and Pennyroyal, the first hilarious, heartwarming, and deeply strategic installment in Jodi Taylor's time travel saga. If you love historical comedy tropes, buddy cop dynamics, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists navigate centuries of chaos through grit, ingenuity, and superior sarcasm, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral joy of historical adventure with the profound warmth of an unbreakable friendship. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists stumbling into a new temporal anomaly, thrusting them into a race against time, literally, to fix the mess they made before the time police, or worse, history itself, catches up. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of old books and gunpowder, the hum of strained chronal drives, and the creeping dread and excitement of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they never existed. Taylor excels at capturing the psychological resilience of the underdog, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal embarrassment. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular chaotic duo trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex politics of different eras, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and rigid planning. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Smallhope and Pennyroyal lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonists aren't just cold, calculating gamers. They are deeply human individuals struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonists don't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. The Ballad of Smallhope and Pennyroyal is a triumph of the liter and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Jodi Taylor has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.